Hey guys, welcome to my conversation with your Georgia 6A 150-pound state champion from South Paulding, Ryan Seymour. Ryan, how does that sound?
Sounds great. Just excites me just still to hear it, even though it's been a month ago. It just still is very exciting.
Yeah, well, and we're going to get to this, but you came close many times before getting over that hump. So
Yes, sir.
it's
Yes,
got to
sir.
mean
Very
something
close.
special, you know?
Very, yeah, yeah. To
Abs-
finally reach the goal after your third year of being there. It's
Yeah,
just special.
yeah, and we're gonna get to talking a little bit of that in a little
Okay.
greater detail. But before we do, let's go off the mat and talk about just you in general, just you and I getting to know each other. Cool.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. If you could go to outer space to space, would you?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. How about jumping out of an airplane? You good with that?
Nope. Never. Scared of heights.
So you're gonna go to space, but you're not gonna go jump out of an airplane.
I didn't think about that, but
It's all good.
I mean,
Hey,
yeah, hopefully.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking. All
Yeah,
right.
hopefully I mean, I won't be thinking about heights if I went to space. Hopefully I'd be thinking about how cool it is, but I don't know.
Do you listen to music when you warm up?
Oh, yes, sir, I do.
So what music are we listening to right before your state finals?
Right before my state finals match, I listened to Eraser Social by Lil Uzi. But
Okay.
normally, normally I listen to just whatever, Lil Baby, or just whatever.
Is it something that gets you hyped, or is it what like calms you
Um,
down? What's the motivation of having that music?
Normal matches it'll be to get me hype, but for my state finals match, I was playing music just to stay calm and just stay there, just remember the game plan and stuff like that. So normally it's to get me hype, but for my finals match, it was just some music just to like that's still kind of going, like get you going, but at the same time calming and you're still in the moment.
Yeah, I got you. All right. So let's go to every wrestler's favorite topic, and that is food. So, what is the best breakfast food?
Probably a chicken biscuit, a nice good old chicken biscuit from Martin's.
Okay, from Martin's. I don't know that I know Martin's, and I live in
Okay.
Georgia. Is it?
Really? You don't know
Yeah,
Martin's?
I
Mm,
don't. I mean, I don't know if they don't have any Martin's down where I live or what. But what
maybe
is
I
it
don't
about
know.
the Martin's chicken biscuit?
I don't know. Their chicken is just really good, but I also bacon's pretty good too. Bacon's a pretty close one that I can't ever turn down bacon.
Yeah, I'm right there with you on the bacon. I
Hmm.
love myself some bacon. All right, so sushi, yes or no?
Yes, yes,
Oh, wow. Okay, you're a big fan of sushi. All right. How,
yeah, yeah.
how about
I love
pineapple?
sushi.
How about pineapple on pizza?
Nope, I'm not a pineapple fan.
No, no. So it
Nope.
doesn't have anything to do with the pizza. It just you don't like pineapple in general.
Yeah, I just don't like pineapples.
I got you. All right. If we're getting a pizza, what's going to be on it?
Just cheese.
Just cheese.
Yep, just
Just
cheese.
you're a simple guy. You're going to go straight forward with the cheese.
Yep,
I,
just cheese.
I got you. All right. So sand or snow? Do you like to ski or surf? Do you like to be on the beach or in the mountains? What's your vibe?
I like them both, but I probably have to go with snow. We went snowboarding recently. That was really fun, and just I hate being sunburnt. I hate being hot, so probably snow.
Okay, I got that. All right. What flavor of ice cream are we eating?
Cookies and cream,
Cookies and cream. All right.
100%. I love ice cream.
You do. I was
Oh
going to
yeah,
ask you, were you cutting weight to for this year or not really?
oh yeah. I was cutting weight.
You were cutting weight. So
Yes, sir.
was there a food that you were missing?
Yeah, milkshakes actually, milkshakes. I'm a big milkshake guy, and I was missing milkshakes.
Okay. All right. So was that one of the first things that you went and got after you
Um,
could?
yeah, actually, I think the very next day I went and got one because on the way home we stopped at Applebee's and we ate there. But the very next day I went and got a milkshake.
Very cool. All right. So what is a talent that Ryan has off the mat that very few people might know?
Um, I mean, I wouldn't say crazy at it, but I mean, I'd say I'm decent at football. But
You are
I mean, if
you are
that's the
good at
talent you're
football.
talking about,
Yeah. Well, I
okay.
mean, so I could be wrong, but it seems like you're just a pretty good athlete.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't want to be cocky, but I mean, I guess yeah.
All right, because you played baseball, right?
I used to when I was younger. I quit when I got to high school.
Okay, and you were just talking to me that you were just at the golf, at the practice range hitting golf balls. Can we
Yes,
can we
sir.
hit a golf ball pretty well?
Yes, sir. I'm actually on my high school's golf team.
See, yeah, okay. What is our best club? Are we good with a drive, or are we much better with like their short game?
Um, Probably my short game, but yeah, my driver's not it. Just my short game's definitely better.
You know what? I think that's a lot of people. The driver's hard to
Yeah,
control.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
All right. So let's get on the mat and let's go back in time to when you started wrestling. When did you
Okay.
start? How old were you? How did you get into it?
I started wrestling when I had just turned 4, and I got into it because Scott Byers, he opened the South Paulding program when I was just 1 or 2 years old, and both of my brothers, the first year it opened, they got into it because we live 5 minutes from the school. So they got into it, and just when I was old enough, I got into the program also, and then me and my brothers ever since then, we've been in the program all the way through till we graduated, and
So
just loved it.
so what is it like being the youngest? Did you take some beatings along the way?
Oh, definitely. And I still did this year, even in the wrestling room. They still come and beat up on me.
Do you get them back every now and again?
Uh every now and then I might, but they don't know, man. They get me pretty good.
They get you pretty good. I got you.
Yeah, but
Okay.
they make me better, so I'm not worried about it.
So, Riot, you've gone through, finishing second a couple of times, and again, I'm going to talk about that in a second. Finally overcoming it. You're a senior. I want you to think back to the Ryan when he's 5 and 6 and 7 years old. What's a piece of advice that you would give yourself?
Um, don't ever just give up or lose confidence. When I was in middle school, I didn't really want to wrestle, and I didn't practice or wrestle in tournaments much in middle school because I didn't really want to. But and then I feel like if I could tell my younger self just to stay motivated and just keep pushing, and it'll be better on the other side. Because now that I stayed doing it, I'm just thankful that I did because I love the sport of wrestling and what it's did for me. So I just wish I could have told myself to just keep motivated because even if I did, I feel like I could have been a better wrestler. So just stay motivated and just keep pushing through.
Cool. All right. All right. That's a great answer. All right. So, what has changed for you this year? This year has been so we talk about taking second twice, and again, I'm going to talk about that in a second. But this year especially has had its ups and its downs.
Definitely.
Yeah, what changed this year for you personally that helped you get to the top of the podium?
Well, I knew this year coming in my senior year, it was my last chance, and I knew 2 years previously falling one step short. I mean, one match short. I knew it's my last opportunity. I mean, I'm never going to get this chance back. I got to leave it all out there. So I just knew I had to work harder than I previously have the past couple years. Cause I knew like if something doesn't change, the same outcome's going to come out. So I had to work harder. And what you're saying, the ups and downs, our season when it got canceled. I mean, I don't know if we're going to talk about that, but when it got canceled,
We
it let me
are.
know like what it feels like to have your season gone and not get that opportunity to know what your last match was like and feel it and just not know when your season was going to be over. So I just knew that when we got our opportunity back that I had to make sure I came out on top this year.
Yeah, so I want to go ahead and give everybody a little bit of a background. So, in a duel between North Paulding and South Paulding, there was, an incident that occurred, and the GHSA made a decision that basically ended your team season with no duels in in the state duels playoff. And there was a moment where it looked like you guys weren't going to get an opportunity to wrestle in the individual tournament, and fortunately there was a lot of people who were talking about it and that sort of thing, and they reversed their decision. um how what was the feeling when the word came down that you had lost that opportunity?
I'll be honest with you, tears. Me, a lot of the seniors, a lot of kids on the team, we all just broke out in tears, was crying, we were angry, disbelief. I mean, we just we just didn't expect our season to end like that. We just I don't know, we came in like it was a normal day of practice and coach sat us on the wall and then they came in and told us what would happen or what happened in our season. Looked like it was canceled and everyone was upset and honestly it brought me to tears because I love wrestling and I just didn't know my last match was going to be I didn't know that was going to be my last match, but luckily it ended up not being. So
Yeah, it luckily it didn't.
yeah.
Um, was was there a point at which you guys had a conversation and you said, you know, there might be an opportunity for it to come back? What was that kind of feeling like, you know?
Um, it was really exciting, but at the same time, I made sure not to get my hopes up because I didn't want to get my hopes up and then something not happen. And I have to go through that same feeling again of losing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it made me excited, but at the same time, I made sure to not get too excited. And then one day in school, our athletic director he called us the wrestling team down to the wrestling room and he broke it to us that we were going to be able to wrestle. So
And
when
that
he
must
broke
have
that to
been
us,
exciting.
oh
You guys
yeah,
were
we all
all
went crazy in there.
very cool.
Our athletic director, he was really excited because he did a lot of work to get it solved and get it figured out. So he was really excited that we were able to wrestle. So it was just a really exciting moment when we got announced.
Very cool. All right. So coming into this year, like into the postseason, after all of this happens in January, you have in the back of your head, like I took second as a sophomore. I took second as a junior. And then if I'm wrong, you're gonna have to correct me, but you took second at sectionals
Yes, sir, I did.
to the defending state champion and
Yeah.
Dmitry Vostrikov. What were you thinking walking in to make it?
Honestly, I still had full confidence even though I lost. He beat me. I believe it was 8-2, 9-3. Something I mean, something pretty decent. I mean, he beat me good, but I knew that wasn't my best match. I knew my game plan wasn't smart and I knew I had to change the game plan if I knew if I got after my offense against him and I wrestled my match, he couldn't beat me and that's what happened. So,
So you were
just
so leading up to listening to Lil Uzi or whatever, getting ready. Did I say that right? I said that
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right? Okay. Getting ready to go in for that finals match. You were confident.
Yes, sir. 100% confident.
All
I just
right.
knew, I knew when I was going out on the mat, I mean, senior year, last ever high school match. I'm leaving it all out there. I mean, win or lose, I shouldn't be upset. I know I left it all out there. That's what one of the coaches that have coached me since I was young told me before the match. He said after the match, you shouldn't be upset win or lose because you should know you gave everything you had out there after. So, and that's what I knew going into the match. So I knew I wasn't going to be upset after because I knew I was going to give everything.
Well, and we don't have to go through the match because you pretty much handled the match. You took care of business you know, maybe the way he did the previous week. You had a similar type of thing and ended up pinning him in the third period.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
as you are getting your hand raised, um, is there anybody in your head that you're thinking about as far as, you know, you kind of have this appreciation or this thankfulness of them?
I mean, 100%, definitely God. I mean, all glory to God. I mean, without him, nothing would be possible. So definitely him. But at the same time, my pap, he passed away last July, and just he got to see both my brothers win a state title, and he never got to see me. So I knew he got the best view to watch mine. So I knew he had the best view, and I knew I had to win it for him this year. And just after that match, that's just who I was thinking of. I went up, I hugged my grandma. I told her he was there watching. I just That's who I thought of.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yep.
So what is next for Ryan Seymour?
Um, I think I'm gonna go wrestle in college. Where I'm going, I'll be deciding the next couple days, but that's where I'm deciding to do the wrestle
Okay.
in college.
All right. All right. And then the last question I have for you is why wrestle? What is special about the sport for you?
I mean, there's definitely a lot I could say, but I mean, mental toughness, just the one-on-one. I mean, just after matches, knowing that like you won it by yourself, you didn't need a team to help you win. Um, Knowing that like those practices, those hard days of practicing and sweating and cutting weight, just that you can get through that, and that if you can get through stuff like that, you can get through plenty of other things in life. I don't know who said it, but someone said something like, "Once you wrestled, everything in life is easy," and I honestly believe that's true. I mean, wrestling makes you
I
tough.
think it
So
was Dan Gable who said that, and
yeah,
that's I mean that's a great way of ending that. And honestly, we're here at the very end, so I wanted to say one, congratulations for on winning a state title. Um,
so thank you.
Number two, best of luck wrestling in college, but not just wrestling in college, just in the future. Best of luck to you. I hope everything goes the way you have planned and everything else.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, man. Ryan, you take care.
Yes, sir. You too, man. See ya.